Hey guys, welcome to day 6 of Vlogust. I hope you guys are all having a great Sunday. I am working on my Critters Crochet stitch along. It's supposed to be a scrap gan, but I am just using 2 colors because I want to focus on my stitches. This is week 1, week 2, and I am getting caught up now for week 3. So when it comes around to this Tuesday, I should be all caught up and ready for the new stitch. So love how it's turning out. I am doing these pretty like thick chunks of each of the stitch because I just want to be able to really see the stitch. So that's why I'm kind of doing mine a little bit larger. I probably might end up having to start a second blanket because I am doing mine so much bigger that my blanket would be just way too long. So yeah, so I'm gonna just keep going, and then at some point, if it seems like, hey, we have a lot more stitches and my blanket's already huge, I'll probably just go ahead and start another one. I'm thinking I do have some greens, so I might do one that goes along with it that's in green. So I'm loving this stitch along. I love Critters Crochet. I love her teaching style. It's just been a really fun experience. I have frogged so many times though, so many times. I was trying to really focus on the 3rd week stitch and not have to frog, but yep, I messed up. But that's okay. I keep going back. Part of me is like, hey, I should just keep going and not worry about it, but I'm pretty sure there's still mistakes in here that I just haven't noticed. But, when I do notice a mistake, I am going back and frogging it just because. So the size of my blanket is, it's a pretty big blanket. It is curving a little bit, and I think that's just because my first stitch was one that was really mesh, really kind of open, and the one after it was really kind of a dense stitch. So I think that's what's kind of making it, it's curving a little bit, but I think that's going to be okay. And if I feel like when I lay it on my bed and I stretch it out, it gets to its shape. So if it keeps curving a little too much, then I probably will just go ahead and try to steam it or something. So yeah, really happy with this. I'm going to try to finish this part for week 3, finish that up today, a little bit later, and keep going. So I'll be ready for Tuesday. So that is the main thing I'm crocheting. I also have my really super bright neon blanket that is so bright. Love it so much. And I don't know why I'm keeping this in my neon blanket. These are Cody's cones. After his surgery, he's supposed to wear this, but he's not messing with the splint at all, so I'm not putting it on him. If I have to go somewhere, I'll put it back on, but yeah. And I guess I just thought this was maybe a safe place where I would be able to find it. So I just stuffed it in my crochet bin. So yeah, I haven't worked that much more on this project. I've been really focused on trying to get my stitch sampler caught up. But yeah, so this is how much I have so far. Just love the color so much. I'm surprised at how much yarn I'm using for this, because for the really bright, the variegated one, I've already used 1 full skein of that, and this is my 2nd skein, and I started with a total of 6. So hopefully I can get pretty big because I want to make on each side, I want 5 rows of the pink, and then I want 10 rows of the variegated, so it's more a variegated color blanket. So I'm really hoping that I have enough of that and I don't run out, but we'll see. I think that is it for my crochet update. I haven't really worked on any of my other whips. I haven't really started any new amigurumis or finished any amigurumis. I do have my Froggy crossbody bag that was kind of inspired by La Mama Michaela, and I have that put away for a little bit. I need to finish it. I think I'm just still trying to figure out what I want to do for the back of it. Let me grab it really quick. Alright, so here it is. I got a baggie, one of my baggies that's available on my website if you're interested in a tote. This is my smaller size tote for small projects. So yeah, so I'm making this. Love how the front came out, and I'm just getting started on the back, so I just have the green part, and I'm at the point where I need to start crocheting with the pink, and I'm just trying to decide like how I want to do the back. One of you gave me a really cute idea for the back, was to have a fly sitting on him, so I might try to get some felt and make a little fly, or maybe I'll try to embroider it, but I'm kind of thinking felt would work really nicely because it'll be kind of on top of the stitches. And I'm also trying to decide for the back, should I actually have just the circle and the pink and nothing else, just with the fly there, or should I also make the back of the eyes? So just do the eye shape, but make them solid green, and just put them in the same spot on the back. So it'll be like the back of his eyes, I guess. I was going to say ears, but I guess those are his eyes. Yeah. So, yeah. So I can't decide. So do you think it would look better if I just left the back of it with just a solid circle, or should I add on two of the back eyes as well? So we'll see. I haven't done the handle yet. I have quite a bit of pink left, so I should have plenty to make the back of the panel and make the handle. Do want to get this done because I think it's so adorable, so I do want to really get this done soon. So that is it for my crochet whips. Up next, shop update. I do have some ID badges to make, so I'm going to make those a little bit later. I'm in the mood for coffee, like hot coffee. Like I've been drinking a lot of iced coffee because it's 100 degrees. Today it's like 101, but some reason I'm just craving a cup of hot coffee. So probably going to brew some coffee, enjoy that, and then I'm going to get started on stitching out everything for the shop, which is mostly a few hand sanitizers, like my little, have a couple of little bats to make. So I'm going to work on those, and then I need to make some of the pencil ID badge holders. So I'm going to get those done so they're ready to ship out tomorrow. Up next, Cody update. So for Cody update, he is doing great. He has his first scheduled split change tomorrow. And yeah, so he has to be there at 8 in the morning. You know, of course, I'm a little bit worried about it. You know, always, anytime an animal has to go to the vet for even the most minor thing, it's just always kind of a little worry for me. So I'm going to drop him off nice and early. And when I come back, I'm just going to really just do a deep clean of, you know, everything, because normally on Sundays is my deep clean day where I clean all the animal cages, get everything done, get, you know, laundry, get the floors clean, get everything organized. But I decided that I would wait and just do that tomorrow while Cody's at the vet, and it'll be a lot easier because I can just move everything out of his room, mop it, and not have to worry about him getting into stuff. And then also it'll just keep me a little bit busy, so I won't be sitting here just unbearably stressed out. So yeah, Cody's doing great. I just have to make sure that by 10 o'clock tonight that I put away his food and I put away his water, so he goes to the vet in the morning on an empty stomach so he can get sedated and get his splint changed. So yeah, so again, thank you guys so much for all of your help. You guys have given me a little bit over $800 to help me with the vet bills, and I appreciate that so much. So thank you so much, and thank you for all the prayers and positive thoughts helping us get through all of this time. And if you are able to donate, I do still have the GoFundMe going. I'm not sure how long we can even leave GoFundMe's going, but I'm going to leave it up as long as I can because we have we had a total of $6,500 in vet bills so far, and then whatever the cost with all the split changes, if they go above that, we'll see. But yeah, so thank you guys so much for all of your help. I totally appreciate it so much. And the last thing I want to chat about, it is pattern of the day. It is this adorable Hexagon cardigan, and this one is by Passio Knit, Kelsey. There's also one I was looking at by Craft in a Cuppa, Both of them are so, so cute. I decided that I am going to do a hexagon cardigan as well. I had asked you guys for some help because I wanted to make the granny square vest, but I didn't know if I wanted to use that variegated yarn that was like purples and greens, or if I should use a Caron cake that was also really, really pretty, but it was like a milder color. You guys didn't help me. So yeah, it was really split, and I still can't decide. One of you guys gave me a great suggestion. Do 2 projects. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use the purplish one for the vest. Well, no. I'm going to use the purple, the Super Saver one. I'm going to use that one to make this project because I have more of it. I don't know how long I want to make my cardigan. I like, this one is really, really long. Like, that's a lengthy cardigan. I like that. It's totally different. It's also really cute when it's short as well. So you can see how if it's a short one. I'm kind of leaning towards the longer one, or maybe just like a little bit up higher, but I think I want to go for a longer one. I'm probably going to also start with this one first because I have done like a few hexagon, granny square, like just star blankets. And I feel like this is going to be like kind of similar starting to it, so it might be a little bit easier to get started on. And I think the fit, it'll be a little bit easier because like if it's too big, I mean it's a sweater, like that's fine if it's oversized. I think the vest I have to be a little bit more careful with the sizing. I do appreciate that you guys gave me a comment that, you know, when making the vest I need to make sure that I add in a few inches because, you know, it's going to be worn over clothing. I wouldn't have thought to do that, so I totally appreciate that. Yeah, so I think the sizing of that vest is going to have to be done a little bit more carefully. So that's going to be the second project that I make with the Caron cake. And then this one, I'm going to use my Red Heart Super Saver. I don't know when I'm going to start this project. I do want to finish my blanket first. I want this blanket, the super bright one. I want to get this one done, and I think when I finish this project, I'll go ahead and I will jump into making this cardigan. And I also want to, I have a few amigurumis that I need to finish. Like I think I'm working on my purple panda. And I want to get that one done before I start another amigurumi too. I have just too many projects going. So I do need to work on finishing some. So yeah, that's going to be my goal. Get some of my projects done so I can start some new ones. And I think out of like all the projects that I've shared with you so far during Vlogust, I'm starting to think this is like the #1 that I'm going to get started on the soonest. So yeah, so let me guys know what you think. I think it's super, super cute. So that's going to be it for Vlogust Day 6. And I really appreciate everyone who's watching, commenting, subscribing, liking, and all of that stuff. It totally just brings me so much joy, makes me so much happy every time I see a comment from you guys. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will see you guys soon. I love you all, and have a great day.